Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a really exciting video for you guys. I don't think that I've done much pregnancy videos on my channel, so I apologize about that. I do have my hospital bag coming. I do plan to do a kind of like a story time video of when she's born. Also, I want to show you guys like her crib and stuff, but it's not really set up. As you can see, we're a little smushed. So I want to make sure that like her crib is actually set up like fully ready to go when I show you. I don't want to show you like the crib full of all her stuff. So that is coming, but I decided today that I would do an update and a must-have video because I am 30 weeks pregnant as of today. So I figured that I'm far enough along in my pregnancy that I can kind of tell you guys the stuff that I've really been enjoying using during my pregnancy. Now I don't have a lot of stuff, so that's why I kind of made this a two-part video. Since I know I've been gone for about a week, I haven't uploaded a video, so I kind of wanted to tell you guys how I've been feeling during these 30 weeks. My baby bump is not super huge. I know some mamas are bigger than others. Mine is not super big. I will do a belly shot in a minute, or I'll put a picture here for you guys to see. But I have been having a little bit of a harder time sleeping because my belly is big enough for like you to tell that I am pregnant, but is not like outrageously big where I'm extremely uncomfortable, which I'm grateful for. So there's that. I haven't really been getting swollen or anything like that. I know it probably will come later. My doctors told me that, plenty of my friends have told me that, so I don't think I will never get swollen, but it's definitely not as bad as it could be. It's very moderate, so I'm grateful for that. I have been getting a little bit more out of breath. That's probably the biggest symptom that I've had, is that I am walking more because I do stay at home most of the time, so I don't want to lay around too much and then, you know, baby comes and it's going to be really, really hard because I'm not used to walking around and doing stuff. And I also don't want to just stay cooped up at home because I'm not a high-risk pregnancy, thankfully. You know, baby is healthy. I'm allowed to do a lot of stuff. So I don't want to just lay in bed all day until I absolutely have to, which I'm sure maybe there'll come a point closer to my 40 weeks that I may have to, you know, lay down and not do much. So I want to make sure that while I can, I'm of course walking around and doing all that stuff. So that's pretty much been the only real symptoms and stuff like that that I've had. As far as what I've gotten done for these 30 weeks, as you can see behind me, we do have her crib set up. It is just needing the sheets, but hubby does not want to bust open the mattress just yet because we still do have technically like 2 months before she comes. So we haven't opened that. However, we have her clothes organized. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some more clothes because we are having her baby shower in 2 weeks. So, but as far as like having her, having clothes for her when she comes home, she's completely set, which is awesome. Thanks to my best friend for giving her so much clothes. I will also show you guys how we organized her clothes, because in the room that we're in, I don't have a closet for her. So I'm actually putting them in storage bins, which is actually fine for me because I can organize them by like the months that it is, like 0 to 3, and then like 3 to 6 months, and then like 6 to 9 months, because she has been getting a variety of clothes, which is really awesome. I've been buying her a variety of clothes as well as other people giving her a variety, because I definitely don't want to stock up on newborn or very small clothing, because at my last appointment that I went to, which was, today is Wednesday, we went Friday, this past Friday. So they did measure my belly, and my belly is actually 1 inch over normal, which is not anything outrageous. It's not like she's gigantic, but she is on the bigger side. So there's a very, very itty bitty chance that she will be either, you know, like a preemie baby, or she'll be very small. you know, like 5-6 pounds, and she'll fit in newborn for like at least 2 weeks or something like that. It's a very small possibility that that's going to happen. So with that knowledge, I really don't want to stock up on those things and then not get to use them or have them go to waste. So she does have 0 to 3 months, but a lot of those 0 to 3 months are like sleepers, and sleepers are made a little bit bigger, so she will fit in them until she's at least almost like 4 months or something around that. I can't like for sure say that, but they're made a little bit bigger, so they're gonna last longer than just her newborn stage. So that, I think, is pretty much all we've gotten for her. We got her playpen a long time ago. I showed you guys that in a baby haul. I talked about that, so that's not new. But we haven't really bought anything else just because the baby shower is in 2 weeks. So the last big things that we need are like the car seat, her stroller, and her high chair. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure as far as like big items, like oh, and her swing. As far as like expensive items. So we're hoping that we will either get those then, or, you know, if our family members just give us like cash or gift cards, or you know, ask us what we want, we have a good list of bigger items, so she's not just smothered with, you know, clothes and stuff that I may not use for her, so I don't want them to go to waste or anything like that. So if you guys are interested, I know you can't see the full crib, but I will eventually be able to show you guys the full crib, but I will link it down below, the crib that I have. I will also put the playpen there, and we do have swings and high chairs and stuff picked out. We just haven't purchased them. So if you do want to see my choices, I will put them in the description box so you can see what we're aiming towards, why we picked them. If you want to see a video about like why we picked the crib, why we picked the swing we did, I can do that as well. So now that this video is almost about 10 minutes long, I want to jump into my must-have stuff. So that's pretty much everything for what I've been feeling, what I've been doing, kind of thing. So now I'm going to show you, I think it's about 10 to 12 items of stuff that I've really been enjoying for my pregnancy, and obviously I'm going to continue to use for these next 10 weeks, but I highly recommend these items. I don't have a lot. Like I said, I haven't had like super swollen feet. I haven't, baby has kind of been comfortable, you know, sleeping just on the straight bed. I don't have to have too much special stuff when I sleep, or, and because I was not like fat when I got pregnant, but I was like slightly heavier when I got pregnant, I didn't have to buy a ton of new clothing. But I will show you the choices that I have that I definitely think if you are gonna buy you know, a good amount of maternity clothes, I highly recommend these items. So let's start off with the clothing. So I have 3 different options or pieces or things that I think you should buy. So the first one I can't show you because it's actually dirty. I didn't think to run a load of laundry before I did this video, which I should have, because those are my favorite things ever. But I will put them in the description box, or if they're not available, because I did buy them secondhand, I will give you guys like an alternative that's exactly the same. So what I've been wearing pretty much every single day is maternity leggings. And the ones that I personally picked out were the Jessica Simpson ones. They're really comfortable. Like I said, I bought them secondhand. I bought them on Poshmark from a lady who was selling them for like $4. So I highly recommend that if you do not want to go to buy them retail. I don't know what they retail for. They might be pretty inexpensive, but I'm not sure. I highly recommend going to Poshmark and looking for maternity stuff. I don't highly recommend doing it on eBay. I mean, you can. I know some people... Oh, it's getting hot in here. Sorry about that. I know some people sell their stuff like in lots on eBay and Craigslist. You can totally do that. It's not like unsafe or anything like that. I just haven't had super great luck with it. Facebook is also a great place to look. Obviously, you can go to friends and families as well, but if you don't have anybody who has anything lying around, it's Facebook and Poshmark are a great place to go, because a lot of women sell their maternity clothes for rather cheap. I know there is some people that will buy, that will resell maternity clothing for almost as much as retail, or You know, the brand is just super expensive, so even though they're selling it for like 50% off, it's still like 30 bucks. So I highly recommend doing that. If you really don't want to do that, you can go to Target. You can get the Jessica Simpson ones. I highly recommend them. I will put a link to the Jessica Simpson ones if I can find them, and I will also put a link to Poshmark so that you can go and sign up if you have not already, and that way you can kind of look and see you know, what kind of maternity clothes they have. I also recommend yoga pants. I don't think I could lift it high enough, but I am wearing yoga pants right now. You do want to be careful with yoga pants because not all of them have a stretchy waistband. The ones that I have are like a size up from my normal size, so they fit just fine around my belly, but yoga pants tend to have like a waistband in them that's a little tight, so you want to be careful with that. Not all of them do, just be careful because obviously they're not made for pregnant women, so you don't want to be uncomfortable. But if you get like a size up, I think you should be just fine, but that's just something to keep in consideration. Just make sure you check the waistband, try it on, that way you can put it over your belly, and even if you're like 15 weeks pregnant, still put it over your belly. And if you're uncomfortable, then you're going to be really uncomfortable when your belly gets bigger. So just as a reference, my belly from like the pubic bone to the top of my belly is how they measure it, is 30 inches. So just imagine that size if you're really small right now, if you're watching this because you just got pregnant or are trying to be or something like that. Keep that in consideration when you're buying leggings and yoga pants, because you don't necessarily have to buy maternity labeled clothing, but you do want to just make sure that it's stretchy and it's going to fit. So, oh my goodness guys, I'm so sorry. You guys can probably hear the fan on because it's really hot in here, so I apologize about that if that's bothering you. So, the last two pieces I'm going to show you is I highly recommend getting maternity jeans and maternity shorts. So for some reason I can't find my maternity jeans, but these are my maternity shorts. And honestly, you guys, you don't need a ton of these. I actually went out and purchased these from a thrift store because I didn't want to cut up any of my jeans. You totally can, especially if you have a seamstress in your family. You can just buy this material and make it yourself. However, these were at my local thrift store for like under $3, so I just purchased them so that way, you know, when I'm done using them, I can either store them or sell them, and I don't feel so bad because I didn't cut up any of my jeans. I still have all my jeans intact, so when I lose weight, I'll still have clothes to wear. So these are, what brand are these? These are the Liz Lang Maternity, and mine are in a size large. So I will link these down below for their website, but if you want to just check a local thrift store, they always have a ton, because of course once a woman is done with her pregnancy, she usually just gives it away or, you know, stores it or whatever. So I highly recommend checking out your thrift store. All I have is this one pair, and I have two pairs of jeans only because my mom bought me one that's like a light wash jean, and then I have one that's a dark wash jean. So, and I think that was just enough. Obviously, you're going to have to wash a little bit more, so if you really want to buy like 2 or 3 pairs so you don't have to do as much laundry, you totally can, but it was just my personal choice to only buy one, and they've been really, really great. So, yeah, I highly recommend buying some of these. I think they're really awesome. I don't think you have to get this exact brand. I'm not necessarily talking about like recommending the brand, but I am recommending the style. I do like shorts and leggings over jeans. I don't know why. They're just a little bit more comfortable. My legs have not gotten any more swollen because of my pregnancy. I've always had bigger legs, so that might be why. I don't know. But I highly recommend getting some of those. And lastly, this is definitely not necessary, but I felt like I wanted to give you guys, I wanted to show you guys what I was using, and I didn't want to like just include it because it's a little bit pricey. So I only have one pair of these, but these are a pair of LuLaRoe leggings, and they are the Donald Duck ones because you kind of have to know me and my husband to know like why I had to get these. But I had to get them. I did find them on eBay, so I didn't have to go through a LuLaRoe consultant. I only paid 25 bucks for these with free shipping, so that is expensive. However, LuLaRoe leggings are usually like $25 to $30 plus their shipping. Plus it's extremely hard, at least for the consultants that I follow. It's a little hard to, like, you know, pick out the ones that you want and get them. So I highly recommend buying LuLaRoe secondhand. I have no complaints as far as like the consultants themselves or like that I've had a bad experience or anything like that. I just feel like you can kind of pick out the print that you want and be sure that you're going to get it. So Poshmark and eBay both have a full selection of LuLaRoe. You can get plain ones, you can get the ones that I have. I do feel like I should have got one that was plain, but I really wanted these. They were just so cute. So I may go back on to like to Poshmark or eBay and may just get like a black pair or something like that because they are incredibly comfortable. So here's the tag right here. I do wear the tall and curvy because, like I said, I was already curvy and I'm on the tall side before I got pregnant, but I most certainly need it now that I am pregnant. But what I want to show you guys is the reason why I think they're worth it is because if I could show you right now my yoga pants, this part up here, this waistband is really tight. So, or not really tight, but it's not very stretchy. Like, see how far I can stretch these? They don't stretch that far. So, they're not like the most comfortable. Like, I can wear them for a few hours, but they're definitely not good for lounging or, you know, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure in these next couple weeks I'm not going to be able to wear these because of the fact that they don't stretch. So these are awesome because I can put them all the way over my bump. Like, I can put, you know, if I want to put the waistband all the way up here, I can do that. They're completely comfortable. They're super soft. I've only worn them a few times, or actually I think I've only worn them like twice, but I still think that they're awesome. I still recommend them if you want to splurge a little, or if, you know, you're just a fan of LuLaRoe, or whichever. So honestly, my top two picks would be these leggings and the Jessica Simpson maternity leggings because they're so comfortable, and I just like leggings over anything else. Also because a lot of my shirts rise up now because of my belly, and with leggings I can put the waistband so far up that it's not a big deal if my shirt rides up, because you're not going to see my belly. You're going to just see like the either this print or like the lining or whatever, you know what I mean? So I really enjoy these. So the only other clothing piece that I have is a bra. So you guys might not want to hear about bras. It might be TMI for some of you, but I really think that it's worth talking about, especially if you are like just finding out you're pregnant or are, you know, thinking about getting pregnant. This is probably like one of the, I don't know what to call it, like the hardest thing for me to buy, or like the thing that I struggled with, because I've always had a very small chest, and my chest definitely didn't blow up when I got pregnant, but it obviously got bigger. So all of my bras don't fit. Like when I graduated high school and through my first year of college, I was able to wear, I think, a B cup, I'm pretty sure. So I had a ton of those bras because I had some that were like passed down to me. I had some that I just bought at Walmart, and none of them fit. So I've been wearing sports bras. However, the issue with my sports bras is that they get pretty gross because here in Texas it's hot. If you are not in a hot climate, that's fine. You'll be just fine. But it's hot. Things sweat. It gets nasty. Sports bras they get really gross. So what I have is, this was actually from my mom. This is actually a size too big, which is good for me because I can use it for nursing because it does open in the front. So I really like this bra. I don't know the brand of this bra. This might just be a Walmart bra. But anyways, it goes like this, and it closes in the front, and it is, like I said, slightly too big. There is no underwire, so you're perfectly comfortable, and it lets your chest kind of breathe a little. So I have to find out which brand this is. I will try to find one at maybe Walmart or Target and link it down below. But I highly recommend getting bras that clasp in the front, and also getting a size bigger bra, because the sports bra thing is working for right now. However, like I said, they get really gross. I have to like immediately take them off after a few hours and you know, wash them, and it's just very uncomfortable. And then, like I said, come nursing time, I have like 2 bras that I can nurse in, because the sports bras are just too tight. Like, they fit perfectly, so you don't want your bra to fit like perfectly to your chest, because then you won't be able to pull it down to nurse or anything like that. So you can most definitely get one of these or a sports bra. Just make sure that it's a size up if you don't want to spend the money on a nursing bra, because I will tell you guys right now, I don't think that I will be purchasing an actual nursing bra. I don't think that it's necessary. I don't think that if you like don't buy a nursing bra, you are like the worst mom ever. You can definitely just buy bigger bras and it'll be just fine, because you'll have enough room to pull it down. You'll be comfortable. You won't be hot and gross like I am, because we're in Texas. So highly recommend that bra. So that's all my clothing stuff. I do have 2 pairs of shoes I want to share with you. I'm not telling you that this exact shoe brand is the best, just the type of shoe has worked the best for me. So, but do keep in mind, my feet have not swelled very much, like at all. So my 2 favorite like kinds of shoes that I've been wearing are sandals. So I do have these sandals here, and I have to look up the brand because I actually found these at Cracker Barrel. I don't know if everybody has a Cracker Barrel, but they're like a restaurant and a store, and they were having these on clearance because obviously it's not summer anymore. So I did find these. The band is very comfortable and it's very thick, so it's just very comfortable around my feet. I feel like even if you do get a little bit of a swollen foot, this won't hurt you at all, because it's very comfortable. It does have a strap, so I don't know. I feel like for me it works just fine. I do like, I don't know the exact name of the material. This material right here, I really like. Now it looks like really bad, like it looks like an awful pregnancy choice, but for some reason this is very comfortable for my foot. Now I have an extremely flat foot. Like, I am not recommended by a doctor to wear sandals or flats because my feet are just flat. I don't have any arch in my foot, but these are super comfortable, and it's great for when I want my feet to like breathe, because obviously when you wear socks and stuff for like over and over and over, like multiple times in a month or whatever, you know, your feet can get kind of sweaty, they can get kind of gross. You want to like air them out if you can, if it's warmer weather, if it's not like snowing or anything like that. So I've found these really comfortable. So I'm going to try to look up a pair for you guys that mainly just have this. I'd like this sole and the band that's on it. So I don't know. I think they're awesome. I recommend them. Like I said, I don't know the exact brand, but I have been liking those if you want a sandal choice. Now if you want like a tennis shoe choice for long walks and running errands and things like that, I have found these to be very comfortable. I don't know what is it with me and showing you guys opposite feet. So I have found these very comfortable. You can also wear tennis shoes, however these are just a little bit better because they will last you even if you get really swollen feet, because they stretch and you don't have to worry about tying the laces or pulling the laces out. These will work whether you have, you know, regular size feet or ginormous feet. They will stretch with you, and they have like a I don't know if it's like a plush lining. It's just like a lining around it that it's like very soft. So even if your foot is like stretching it, it will be really soft on the sides of your feet, and you won't get any pain or anything like that. The little brand thing is all worn out because I've worn them so much, but these are Danskin shoes, so you can buy these at Walmart. You don't have to get this print. This print actually came from my mom. She had these shoes first because she really liked the print, but she wasn't comfortable with the shoes, so she gave them to me. So you can definitely get like a more neutral pair, so you can pair it with like any outfit. But I wear these regardless of the outfit that I'm wearing. They are memory foam, so they have support on the bottom of the shoe, and it's just a very comfortable shoe to walk in, and like I said, they'll last, so you can just buy this one pair and not have to worry about if your feet swell up, because they'll still fit and they're slip-on. So again, if you're home by yourself like I am and I'm trying to run out somewhere, I don't have to try to bend over to tie my shoe and stuff like that. It's just very like easy to put them on by yourself, which I like, because especially if your belly is like bigger than mine, then it's just really hard to bend over and tie up your shoes. So I highly recommend those kinds of shoes. Again, I will link these directly, and then I'll try to find a pair of sandals that is similar to this one so that you guys can pick those up as well. So the last 3 things that we have here. I know this video is incredibly long, but I wanted to just kind of chit chat with you guys. So these next 2 things that I have here are awesome. So this is lotion. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Stretch Mark Lotion. I'm pretty sure like almost every pregnant woman has talked about this because it's an awesome lotion. You can get any lotion really. For my chest, I use pretty much any lotion that I have, just because all like my chest area needs, and like my arms and things like that, it's just like moisture. It doesn't need anything super special or super heavy. It's just like they get kind of dried out, my skin gets kind of ashy, so I use just regular whatever lotion, Walmart lotion, HEB lotion, Target lotion, doesn't matter. But this is awesome for my belly. I sometimes use it on my chest, but it's not super necessary. It's more for taking care of your stretch marks, because they do itch. Some people can have them like get irritated and stuff like that. Mine are not really irritated, they just kind of itch sometimes, which is good. But this is a really thick lotion and it works really, really well. Now, like I said, you can use it all over if you want to. Sometimes I have hubby put it on my legs or my feet when he's massaging my feet, or like I said, I can put it on my chest when my the skin gets ashy or anything like that. It just works really well. It's very hydrating, and you with this one you don't have to like reapply it. What the only downfall with getting cheaper lotions is that you kind of have to reapply them throughout the day. This one I don't feel like I have to. I can put it on my belly in the morning, make it feel good so it's not itchy during the day, and if I want to I can put it on at night, but I don't absolutely have to. And this one is hypoallergenic, dye-free, paraben-free, and it works for after pregnancy as well, because obviously your stretch marks don't just magically disappear. So if you are, I plan to start exercising right after baby, so this will be great to kind of get my tummy back in shape. My tummy is not, my stretch marks are going to be there no matter what, because I definitely didn't use this as much as I should have. But if you use it on a daily basis, then you definitely will not have a problem. Your stretch marks will be minimized. They won't be as red, as like in your face like a parent, because that definitely happens. They get very like just bright red and like in your face. So that definitely helps. I highly recommend it. Plus this one is not expensive at all. It's like $5, so that's really awesome. Then the next thing is kind of a no-brainer, but I kind of want to just talk about it. It's prenatals. So for me, I feel like this is important that I mentioned this in this video, because obviously this is kind of like a no-brainer. You can take it before you're pregnant, after you're pregnant. It helps with your hair and your skin and your nails and your energy. But I wanted to mention the one that I use. Now I know that not everybody can get this because this is an HEB brand and this is only in Texas. However, whatever generic brand that there is, I highly recommend looking into it, because this one has 240 tablets in it, and I only paid $7 for this. I previously purchased a Walmart one, and it had like the DHA, like the fish oil pill, and a prenatal vitamin. That was $7 also, but it only came with 30. Then my doctor actually gave me like samples of prenatals, and I picked one out, and that one, you guys, was like $75, even with insurance, was $75, and it was outrageous. So I just want to mention this to you guys, that even if you get the generic one, it still works just as great. What you want to look for is obviously the ingredients that it has and how much it has. So for me, I'm not I don't have any issues. I do have slightly low iron, but I'm not necessarily anemic, so I do look for one that has higher iron. You may want, you know, higher vitamin B, or, you know, higher folic acid, or whichever. You might have something that you're like specific that you want like at least a certain amount, and your doctor will tell you that. You know, if you're not sure right now. But for me, this one's fine. This one has 28 milligrams of iron, which gives me just enough for me and baby to not feel tired. So that's kind of the only thing that I look for. But of course, like I said, talk to your doctor, see what you need. You know, some people are deficient in some things rather than others. Like you might need more iron than I do. I need a lot of vitamin D. This one has a good amount of vitamin D, so it just kind of depends on, you know, obviously what you need. So you might be in a pregnancy where you have to get the expensive prenatal because that's just what you need for your body. But if you're just a normal, you know, normal health, you know, not much that you're really deficient in, these are just really great, because all this really does is it makes sure that baby gets everything that he or she needs, and it also makes sure that you don't feel like tired or wiped out, because when I don't take these, I get extremely tired, extremely lightheaded, because baby is taking everything. So no matter if you have enough iron for the both of you, baby's going to take what she or he needs, and there's kind of like no question about it. So this makes sure that you're replenished, you have enough for you and baby, and like I said, try to go for the best bang for your buck, and get one that is like this, because this is going to last me until the end of my pregnancy, hopefully, and it was only $7, so highly recommend this. Okay, so the last two things that I have are one is slightly random and one is really important. So I highly recommend for your hair, if you have longer hair, that you get a like a jaw clip. And also, I don't think you guys can see what I'm wearing right now, but I'm not wearing a ponytail holder. I'm actually using a like stretchy headband and wrapping it around my head, because headaches are something that you will get when you're pregnant. You could have done absolutely nothing during the day, be in total darkness, and still get a headache. It just happens. So to ease that headache, because not everybody gets this, but when you put a ponytail holder in your hair, it can cause you to get even worse headaches, because obviously you're pulling on your hair and stuff like that. So I highly recommend getting a jaw clip and some of the stretchy headbands, so that you can still wear your hair up, but there's no pressure on your head. So like I said, I know it's random. I don't think it's necessarily maybe just like a pregnancy necessity. I think it's just like a feminine necessity, but I do think that it's an awesome thing to have if you've never purchased them before, if you've never used them before, if all you use is like the ponytail holders or you know, whichever. I highly recommend it, because that way, you know, if you're hot, if you want to put your hair up, you can, but you don't cause any discomfort to yourself. Lastly, I know this video has been like 30 minutes long. I'm so sorry about this. But the last thing I recommend is pillows. So I'm going to show you the smaller one first, and then my bigger one that's right here, because I think they're both great, but I know some people have preferences on what they want to sleep with and stuff like that. So this one is called, I think it's just called a contour pillow. I found this at a thrift store, which may sound gross, but I don't really care. I washed it. It's not like it has bugs or anything like that. But this one is just a shaped pillow that you can put between your legs. You can put your legs on it, because elevating your legs feels awesome if you don't want like a big wedge pillow. You can put this under your back if you'd like to, because it's not recommended that you lie flat on your back. So if you're having back pain like I do, and you really just need to lie on your back for a little while, it is just recommended that you put a pillow underneath, so that way you're kind of like distributing the weight and not all your weight is on baby. And if you are comfortable enough, you can put this under your bump. I don't usually use it under my bump, because like I said, baby's been kind of comfortable just lying flat on the bed, or using this pillow here. But I did want to give you guys like an alternative if you didn't want like a huge body pillow, or you know, if you're just not that kind of person, you're not into pillows. This is great, and it's very small and it has multiple uses. I will try to find a pillow like this. Probably on Amazon is probably where I'm going to find one. But I will link a pillow like this down below. This one is a little bit more pricey. I thought it was inexpensive, but it's actually not. So I will let you guys know this is a pricey pillow. I got it as a gift though. But I went to Google it for a friend and it's like $30, $40. I still think that it's completely worth it because it's super versatile. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, then I will try to find you like an alternate body pillow. But this is a very long body pillow. I don't know if I can get it all in the shot. But basically, this is what it looks like. So you can wrap your entire body around with it. You can also put different covers on it. This one's just a gray like jersey cover. But this is really great because it's not super thick. So it's really comfortable to put under my bump if I want to. I can put it underneath my back and it feels really comfortable. I can put it between my legs because that's something that I'm like super, I guess like super needy, or that like I really like to do when I'm sleeping, is have like a pillow or something between my legs. So it's a really awesome pillow. It's very comfortable. You can use it to even just like if you're sitting on the couch watching TV and you just want to like elevate your legs, you can put your feet on this part of it, put your head up here. Also, if you don't want to purchase a boppy pillow, I have one because it was gifted to me. But if you are not wanting to spend the extra money on a boppy pillow, because the boppy pillow is just as expensive as this, you can use this because as you can see, it's got the curve, so you can wrap it like this, or you can't see it, you can wrap it like this around your belly to breastfeed. So it's got a lot of purpose and life to it. So I think that this is worth it. Like I said, especially if you just want to buy one pillow for breastfeeding, for sleeping while pregnant, after pregnant, whatever. You can even use it for baby. You can wrap it around to lie them in it if you want to. So I think it's a really versatile pillow. I'm really happy that I got it. Now, of course, I got it as a gift, so I didn't have to pay for it, but I do think it's worth it. I don't think it's outrageously expensive for what it is, but if you do just want like a traditional long body pillow, you can do that. It's kind of just up to you. The reason why I liked this one was because the long body pillow didn't give me any support in my back. Like I would use it to put my legs around and my bump, and my back would be in a lot of pain. So with this one, I can wrap myself around it and my back and my bump get supported. So that's why I like it. So that is all my pregnancy must-haves and a quick update on my 30-week pregnancy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was long. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and go ahead and let me know what videos you want to see as far as my pregnancy goes, because like I said, I know I haven't uploaded much at all about my pregnancy. So do know for sure that I am going to bring you a hospital bag video. I just need to finish packing mine, and so anything else that you want to see, let me know and I can start filming that for you. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!